Welcome back, everyone. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Middara Unintentional Malum Act 1 on Tabletop Simulator. Alright, so I did get the next encounter up. I did go ahead and paint a purple line here just to show the elevation difference, because some of it's shown on the tiles, but like anything outside of those tiles, it doesn't actually show you, so it's a good idea to go ahead and paint it to take care of that. We're going the top route. Reason why I recommend taking the top route, even though the bottom route's sort of hidden, quote unquote, is it's a lot easier to go down than it is to go up, and I think that's pretty much the reason behind it. Because the only way you can get up is either with warps, because you can't fly because of low ceiling, so you have to rely on warps or swaps, and there's not very many means to do that reliably. With this team, the only warp we have is Justices. And I think, and we have one phase token. Going top is just a lot easier overall. Also, going top will kind of ensure that you can maybe go back and forth a little bit safely because of the chain that stays there. Anyway, also I'll go ahead and say overall I've been really happy with how the builds have panned out. I think I always worry about Justice not being able to do enough damage, but she's actually been doing rather well, and I haven't had to like absolutely destroy herself with core damage yet, which is pretty good. Nightingale's been doing well despite the fact I didn't pick up any of the armor-piercing arrows. Even against armored opponents, she seems to just be able to pump out a lot of damage as long as you can reliably hit those precise strikes, and even then, just the extra magic damage seems to help. And then Remy, going the guitar route rather than long swords, it's been going rather well. Not having magic damage, not having anything that uses books is a little unfortunate, but she's still been able to do reasonable damage. If she can get a flank, her damage just skyrockets. I mean, with Marbius Threads and Backstab, she does an extra 5 per hit, so it's just really kind of all about positioning for her. And we do have a way to guarantee we get a flank in the form of doing a summon if we need to. All right, so with all that said and done, let's go ahead and read up on monsters everywhere. You continue to follow Justice until the dark passage opens up onto another platform. More steel carts litter the tracks. Some are upturned, while others are still resting on the tracks. Nearby, a rope dangles from a steel hook. Perhaps it could be used to climb, but it looks dangerous. Hopefully you won't have to find out. When conditioned, get to the blue exit, which is on the lower section. And then, of course, being defeated will get you booted. Alright. We have Damocles still. He's going to be going last, just like before. Encounter Esper is going to be Spirit Blade. There is a... what do you call those things? Living Oblation out. Since it started out in play, we don't have to worry about any variants or alternates. Apologies again for forgetting to do that the first time. Anyway, above and below, it just tells us that whichever side you exited on is where you start at. So we exited at the blue exit, we're going to be starting the blue area. Low ceiling, same stuff as before. At the start of each round, we add time tokens, and third round stuff will happen. And then brittle rope tells us to read it when we're told. There's dynamite. And then the blue objective is an old rope dangles from a sturdy steel latch on the edge of this cliff. It dangles low enough to grab from a lower elevation. An adventurer on the north side of tile UM13 and also on elevation 1 may jump to any space adjacent to this token, making a jump check as normal. So yeah, you can essentially jump from these two spaces to go up to these spaces up here. Obviously, you still have to follow the rules for jumping, so you have to jump at least 2 spaces, so it's a DC 12, assuming the chain is still there. Alright, anything else? That is everything else, I think. Okay, so just making sure I didn't miss anything else. Yep, we're good. Okay, so with all that said and done, let's go ahead and get started. We need to take Damocles off of this. We need to grab this Living Oblation and Spirit Blade. We do have Jazara. We are starting up here. Jazara is right there. Damocles is hard-coded to start here, and it looks like his it looks like his figure got reset. Is it deleting his figure? Is that what's happening? No, it's not. It just changes the color. Well, fine then. We can do that again. There we go. Alright. So with all that, let's go ahead and begin. We'll shuffle. Add a time token while we're at it. We'll put it right here, add Damocles at the end, and we're good to go. We're starting with Justice, and we immediately trigger the green totem. I think that's how it works. Or do you... Let's read up on totems real quick. Let's make sure we're doing this correctly, because we may need to do initiative. We may need to do the totem first and then do initiative. Totems. During setup, specific totems are placed face up. Sometimes the encounter set will use random, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, I think we need to actually trigger the green totem immediately. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll do initiative. So I'll take Damocles off there real quick. So this is green totem. On all four legs, like a feral beast, a blighted guardian crawls towards you. All around it, cave sickles scurry about. Spawn a blighted guardian on the space this totem occupied. Then spawn 6 cave sickles on any unoccupied spaces adjacent to the blighted guardian. Okay, so we need a blighted guardian, and we're going to need to do a bunch of checks to see what type of cave sickles we've got to deal with. Okay, we'll add this to the initiative track. That says it's not on the totem. On the totem, and then spawn it adjacent to them. Okay, got it. So we can put you there. Yep, that's correct. All right, and then let's make sure we have all the sickle variants in here. We don't have Itlema fused because they haven't done the bounty that unlocks uncommon version. So we'll shuffle and draw. We got Cave Sickle Defenders. Alright, so here's the uncommon version. So these are alternate 2s. So what that means is each of them count as 2 Cave Sickles. So that's, we've taken care of 4 of them. Some of the figures in here too. Defenders, yep. We also need the initiative for these guys, which is right there, conveniently. Alright. These guys will be surprisingly easy to deal with. 20 HP, really? Just had a... Okay, it fixed itself. 16 health. Oh yeah, I guess they really don't have that much health. But yeah, 20 health. I mean, they have 13 defense, which is still pretty good, and 4 armor. But yeah, that's a thing. So they have to be adjacent. They do have squeeze, so they don't have to worry about getting completely trapped. Alright, and then we'll keep drawing. So we can't do Cave Sickle Queen. Cave Sickle Queen is alternate 3. I believe. Yes, they're alternate 3, which is unfortunate because they have Avarice, which makes it so you draw an additional loot, but didn't get that. Alright, Burrowing. Okay, so we have Burrowing Cave Sickles. So, go borrow the uncommon variants of these. We'll use the regular ones just so we can actually have their stat sheet. Actually, you know what? We'll just have these ones out. That'd just be easier to deal with. We'll have 2 of these. So this actually is somewhat of an advantage because if we had just gotten the regular cave sickles, it would have been 2 swarms, which would have been 2 loot cards. But with 2 defenders and a cave sickle swarm, we get actually 3 loot cards if we take them all out. And of course, we're going to take them all out. I mean, what do you think? Have you been paying attention? You murder everything in this game. So, their HP is 16. Wow, only slightly less than these regular guys. Interesting. All right. Okay, we can do something like this, I guess. All right. Okay, now we'll... Oh, yeah, I needed to grab an initiative card. So I'll use the regular Casicles as the initiative card, just so there's no confusion with that. All right, we'll go ahead and shuffle now. Yeah, shuffle now. I think this is how you're supposed to do it, but I'm not entirely certain. Because it's either that or it immediately spawns the moment your turn starts, which is kind of weird. All right, Casicles defenders go first. So I believe... So Crush, I don't think lets you go through things. So Crush lets you move through figures, but it doesn't let you go through this stuff. So no one within reach 2 can't charge through this. Move towards the nearest opponent, prioritizing being within range 2 of as many allies as possible. Okay, so it's going to move. It's going to go, just out of curiosity. Okay, no, I can't get any connections here. 1, 2. The hindering train will not affect a large base unless it has all the bases. Same thing for the train here. So 1, 2, 3. All right, this one's going to go... Yeah, I can't do it yet. Okay. 1, 2... Let's take a look at Squeeze, if it's in here. Should be in here. Okay. Okay, they can only squeeze if it's from obstructing terrain. So right now, you're just kind of stuck. It's just a bit of a traffic jam for them. All right, Ghost of Nightingale. Okay, this is, so in your case, it'll be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this traffic jam is actually going to keep them from going anywhere for a little while. All right, so while the cave cycles are doing that, I will go ahead and pop Doom Breaks. Come on. Reroll. Come on. Are you kidding me? Anyone got a reroll? What a way to start. You know what? Just let it flip. Because, yeah, all we have to reroll with is a demon voucher. You still get the stamina though, and then over here, cool. Let's see if we can go for 4 in a row. 4 in a row? Can we get 4 in a row? Thank you. All right. Goes to Nightingale's turn. She starts her turn. She does have haste, which I shouldn't have removed in the first place. Okay. I'm just considering my options here. If I were to go here, could I shoot there? No. If I go here, I can shoot there and just start going to town that way. All right, I will spend a stamina to do a architect move for 2 spaces to go to here. And then I'm going to, so how do these guys work? Okay, so as long as I'm shooting a K-Sickle Defender, I'm fine. And I'm not adjacent, so no spiky carapace. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do Precise Strike. I'll spend 1 stamina to empower it, and we'll take the risk. Alright, I'm going to re-roll the 5. I mean, I could hit with it. It would be 12. Actually, no, I can't even hit with it. Not even with a max result. Oh no, I would hit with it. It would be 9. So it'll be 13-1. I'm just gonna take the miss. I'll go ahead and do Ambitious. Get 2 stamina. Everyone else can get 1. I'll spend 3 stamina to shoot again with Empower. Okay, cool. Thanks, game. What? I've rolled 5 skulls out of 7 black die rolls. Alright. That's it for Nightingale. We'll go to Rook next. Rook will go ahead and refresh Intervention for Remy. And then give haste to Justice. And then Rook is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, before he moves, I'll go ahead and do Courage Stifle. I'm just seeing if there's anything. Oh, also I heal for 1 for Sentient Bodysuit. I will trigger through the gates and give myself. He'll give himself. We'll give Barrier to start. Okay, so I'm going to spend 2 stamina. I have 6 range with Hemlock and Sarah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could definitely hit the far K-Sickle Defender there. I'll empower it. So I'll roll a black die and a green, and we'll see what we can make happen. That is 19. We'll roll 2 teals for conviction. We'll put the dice up here. We'll gradually get the dice out as we go. They can't actually pass the check. I will go ahead and exhaust the Lonely Mountain and the Great Wall. So with Barrier, that's 5, 6, 7. I do 14 damage to the purple one. Okay. And then for my last stamina, I'm going to go ahead and move and just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Yeah, might as well. And then it'll go to Blighted Guardian. Blighted Guardian has no one with an SOI or adjacent and can't actually get into range because everyone is in the way. Actually, never mind, you can. You can go 1, 2, 3 and shoot at Nightingale. Nightingale, go ahead and spend a stamina to dodge, because it's all you can hopefully do at this point. Alright, that is 15 defense. And this will be at -1 for shooting through an ally. So that's 14, 13, and I got 15 defense, so it misses. I could counter, in which case I would shoot the K-Sickle Defender in front of me, but I'm not going to bother because I've seen how it's gone so far. Alright, let's go ahead and go to Remy. Remy will get nothing. I'll go ahead and spend a stamina to move. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. And we'll see if we can make some stuff happen here without killing myself. Alright, we'll do false idol first. This attack will be at -1. Okay, that's 16 versus 13, so 3 base. 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. I do have armor piercing, so it'll do 8 damage to the red one. Okay, I'll go ahead and do Blade Works next. 17 now, so again, this will be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 11 minus 2 is 9. Okay. Next, I'll go ahead and spend 2 stamina to swing a third time. I'll go ahead and use a Bone Chipper. So this will be at +2. Alright, this is 12, 14, so I'm at 1, 2, 3. And we can go 4, 5 with that. And that'll be enough to... wait. So 12, so I was at 14 with the bonuses. 15, 16, so 3 damage, 4, 5. It gets reduced by 3. It does exactly enough to kill this K-Sickle. Alright, all my attacks did damage. I only targeted K-Sickle Defender, which they don't defend each other. So we're good on that. Cool. We'll go ahead and draw loot, because this is not a swarm, so we can get everything for that. We get 8 gold. Like I said, 298. Okay. Next goes to Living Oblation. Living Oblation is out of range from doing anything, so it's just going to make the Encounter Esper take an action. Encounter Esper can't do anything either, so it's just going to move some spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on its next round, on the following turn. Jazara. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're just out of range. And as much as I... oh, also, let me check. I don't think it does the... okay, since I didn't summon Jazara, he doesn't spawn any smoke. Oh, I have SOI of 6. I forgot, I could do that. So SOI of 6 means I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Question is, can it is not clipping. Okay, so I can target that, that, and that. This thing only stops... oh, target of an attack or spell. I don't think my thing is actually targeting, though. It just says all opponents. So I don't think it can stop it. Yeah, you have to choose it as a target, which I'm not. It's going to be all of them. So we'll spend 3 stamina and do the Abyss reaching back. I'll go ahead and empower it, using 4 stamina in total. 8, so 14. Alright, I'll roll for the Defender first. Fails. We'll roll for the Burrowed Sickle. 11's a fail. Yeah, because I'm at 8. Yeah, 14 right now. And then for you, a fail as well. Okay, so all of them deal magic damage equal to their combat dice, and then they are all rooted. So root for you, and a root for you. All right, so damage, it's what, combat dice? Yep, combat dice. We'll do Blighted Guardian first. Blighted Guardian takes 14. Since they're the same dice, I'll go ahead and just roll the Blighted Guardian's dice. 16 to the Sickle Defender, which kills it. So that's all the Sickle Defenders gone. And we get to draw another loot card. 9 gold, I'll take it. At this point, I would like to hoard as much gold as possible. So if we can get rid of that, that'll be great. All right. So don't need to worry about that anymore. And then the Sickle Burrowing variant rolls a green and a red as well, because there's one with an SOI. So roll this again one more time. 18 damage, flat out destroying it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 6 range. Okay. So I was planning on having Justice go to town here, but it looks like Jazara got some work done. So that means... Oh yeah, I already removed the Burrowing variant. We'll just put you over here. I'm going to go ahead and remove their card for now, because something tells me we're going to need room for other monsters in a second. Yeah, really strong turn. I really like Jazara, even though he's really, really immobile. This should be another exhaust. And that's it for Jazara. No stamina left. Goes to Justice. That being said, Justice still has work she can do, so we'll go with that. No line of sight because it clips there. Actually, I think it also clips this too, so good to go there. Okay, Justice. You get a stamina for haste. We'll spend 2 to start brooding the shadows. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 with a jump and Rook helping. Good to go. And then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good to go on that. 13, 14, 15. So I'll put me in range of all the enemies. I'll go ahead and make my casting now. I'll exhaust Wand of Coil Fragment, so I roll my Conviction. I'll take the 9, so it's going to be 15 as is the target. Let's start with the Sickle Burrowed. Alright. The Spirit Blade. 14, I have 15, so it fails. And then over here, also fails. Okay, so I'll roll my casting die for damage. I'll re-roll it using the Wand of Hindsight. That's slightly better. 5 damage. So 5 damage to Sickle Red. 5 damage to you. 5 damage to you, which will also be 5 damage to you. And darkness is for everybody. Darkness. That's disease. There's darkness. You're still rooted. Darkness. No rooted. Alright. Then I will go ahead and follow it up with a Life Grasp for 1 stamina. And I'll spend another stamina to empower it. Okay, so I'm up to 8. I will take 6 damage to increase this. So this will be 5, 8, 14, 20. So this will be against a DC of 20. That's 11, so I'll do 9 damage. That's 11, so it'll be 9 damage. And then this one, it's going to be 12, it'll be 8 damage. Okay. And then I'll Ring of Blood, heal 2 damage. I'll do Gore Shot on the... Who's going next after this? Oh, Cave Sickle. I'm going to go ahead and target the Cave Sickle with Gore Shot. You know what? Sure, we'll empower it. Okay, nothing there, but 15. You can possibly pass it, but not with a roll like that. 2 damage will kill you. Cave Sickles are defeated. Just checking real quick. Okay, so that was a mistake I made. 1 second. So these guys should have burrowed during an opponent's turn. If they're not defeated, they would end current actions, abilities, and then burrow. So they would actually take less damage. So give me 1 second and let me check a few things. Okay, so I did update it. So the previous spell did only 4 damage because it was 9.5 to 4, which is unfortunate. I'm not going to be able to get kill here. Also, I'm going to go ahead and change my target for the, what do you call it, Gore Shot, and actually go off the Blighted Guardian, because that guy I can at least get kill on, which I had 15 on, and that's 13, so that will kill the Blighted Guardian, because otherwise I'll just do 1 damage, and don't want to do that. Alright, so you guys are taken out. Draw a loot for you. 9 gold, putting us at 316. Yeah, unfortunately this does mean I'm right next to the burrowing one, which is about to smack me, but there's not really much I can do about that. Okay, so that is it for Justice. She got some work done, but unfortunately now I get mine. So, Burrowing Cave Sickle is burrowed because I did smack it earlier. It's going to unburrow and then smack me. Well, actually, move towards the opponent with the best casting die within movement range. So it'll actually be Rook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's take a look at Displace. When instructed to displace other figures, place figures that would be occupying spaces beneath the figure onto the nearest unoccupied space to the figure that displaces them. Placing figures in this way does not count as movement. If the space a figure is placed onto is dangerous terrain, that figure may immediately jump to the nearest non-dangerous unoccupied space. Okay, so highest casting die is not Justice. Highest casting die is Rook. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, unburrow, which will displace Remy. Has to be in an adjacent space. It's going to pick Dangerous. She's going to jump, which she'll pass with the help of everyone nearby, and get to here. And then this will unburrow. And then make an attack. But the attack is just against it just says make an attack. And it's going to go after Nightingale, because Nightingale has the highest highest initiative. One thing I will do before this happens, since this is approach... Oh, actually, no, I can't, because burrowing. No opportunity attacks. So Nightingale is going to just tank this because she doesn't have a choice. Oh, actually, no, I have a stamina. I'll spend 1 to dodge. All right, we're up to 13. Good luck, us. So roll 2 reds. And this attack will be at +2, -1, so +1 in total. 13, so it does hit just barely. 1 physical, and then it can potentially do poison. All right, so 0 damage. Unfortunately, I don't have the means to counter. So we'll just go ahead and make our conviction check. And unfortunately, I'm going to fail and take a poison. Okay. We do have a means to remove that, so it's not the end of the world, but it is another item we have to use. That is it for Cave Sickles. Goes to Damocles. Damocles is going to go ahead and do Sinful Privilege. And spend 2 to attack the Cave Sickle. So 2 reds, no empower. Oh, actually, it has to be empowered. I do hit, and I think I forgot to give Damocles a intervention token. My bad. Anyway, yeah, he did run away, so I didn't have an opportunity to. But anyway, 15 versus 12 defense, so 3 base. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's going to be more than enough to kill because it's unburrowed. So that'll finish it off. Now we can draw a loot card for this thing. 6 gold. 322. Alright, and that is Cave Sickle 1 through 3 dealt with. So I'm just making sure I don't lose those. Alright, we'll add a time token. We're up to 3 now. And then shuffle. Okay. Justice goes first. She'll get 4 stamina for haste. Wouldn't mind doing a double tap on Living Oblation. But doing so would mean hitting some sort of totem here. But I'm okay with that. So let's go ahead and spend 2 stamina and start going Shadow the Hedgehog on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, trigger red totem. On the stone floor of the cave, you see another piece of dynamite. It looks like it is rigged to some sort of elaborate pulley system. Suddenly you realize that this must be a trap. The Living Oblation screeches in glee. Place a dynamite token adjacent to the space this totem occupied and closest to the adventurer who triggered this totem. At the end of the current round, this dynamite token will explode. Alright. Put it there. And that'll be it for that. Okay. Actually, I think it puts it literally on her, which is fine. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's take care of yellow. An Earthloa stands near a large box. Spawn an Earthloa on the space this totem occupied. Then place a random loot token on the space to the north of the Earthloa. Alright, again, we don't have access to Element Fused yet, for at least uncommon tier, so we just get the Cerulean. Okay, So let me recount this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's great having 16 movement. All right, we'll make our casting check. We'll go ahead and empower it and use the Wand of Coil Fragments. All right, I'll take the 6, becomes a 9, becomes a 15. I'll roll for the Spirit Blade first. 15. Fails. Up here. Oh, this is the only target. Okay. I'll go ahead and roll my casting die for damage. 5 damage. And 5 damage for you. Okay. Next, I'll go ahead and do a Ring of Blood because I forgot to unexhaust it. Gain 2 health. I'll go ahead and do a Life Grasp just because I can. No Empower. 10. This thing is going to pass. It passes. Alright, then I'll do Gore Shot. 11. I'll go ahead and force it to reroll. No luck. Okay. That is it for Justice. Okay. Goes to Earthloa, which is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it goes to Nightingale. Nightingale will get 4 stamina for haste. She's also going to take a 1 point of damage from poison. Okay. We'll go ahead and we'll have to do this. I'll spend a stamina to do a Architect Step. That'll put me here. That'll put me in range. I'll go ahead and spin 2 to shoot at the Spirit Blade. It does get a nimble dodge. +1, so 13. I haven't technically moved, so I do have +1 to this. That is 13. I do hit, and I'll do 2 whole magic damage. Alright, I'll then do a Precise Strike. No Empower. Actually, sorry, I'll do a Quick Blow off of it. And then I'll use Kill the Messenger on this. 17 versus 12. So 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 gets halved to half to 6 from the physical. And then 2 more magic damage on top of that. And then we'll do a Precise Strike and shoot 1 more time. Okay, 12 is exactly a hit. Actually, I don't need to do that last shot, but I'm going to do it anyway. I could actually do barbed arrows and finish it off, so there you go. But either way, so 12 is 0, 1, 2, 5, does 2 damage and finishes off both these guys. Spirit Blade did start out on the board, so it does get loot. It does drop loot. And Leveling Ablation will also drop loot. We'll do Spirit Blade first. 12 gold. 3, 3, 4. And then Living Ablation. 8 gold. I really want the monster loot from Living Ablation. 3, 4, 2. Because I believe the remaining monster loot is a summoning item. Oh no, it's an Exalted Esper item. Which would be fantastic. Okay. So Living Ablation's gone. Spirit Blade is gone. I don't have a way of healing myself, unfortunately. And being down 1 HP is not enough to really warrant a heal anyway. It goes to Remy. Remy will get 3 stamina, or go the max rather. We'll spend 1 to go ahead and do re-equip and swap in the Bad Band's Book of Baddies just to get that ready. Then we'll spend a stamina to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll just hang out there for now. Goes to Jazara. Jazara will get 3 stamina on exhaust these. Spend 1 to move. 1, 2. Alright, goes to Rook. Rook will heal 1 damage. Get 3 stamina. He'll go ahead and give a... he'll spend a stamina to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go ahead and give a intervention to Nightingale. I'll go ahead and pop a magic bomb to remove the poison. I'll do a re-equip just to cycle these over. And then we'll go ahead and take 3 damage to give himself haste. Spend a stamina to give Remy haste. And then that'll be it for Rook there. Goes to Damocles. Damocles will get 3 stamina and hang out. End of the round, this will explode. And then start of new round, we have our 3rd time token. A lone Casicle emerges from a small hole in the floor. It begins batting at the old hanging rope with a sharp foreclaw. Place a Casicle on the space to the north of the blue objective token. At the start of the Casicle's next turn, read the hidden text for the special encounter roll, Brittle Rope. Okay, so we'll shuffle and draw. We got regular Cavesicles. Let's go ahead and put these away because I don't want them to actually accidentally get trashed when I clear the board. Okay, bring out the Cavesicle. Again, remember the scripting is wrong on this. It has the wrong HP showing, so it should be 16, and it rolls all the wrong dice. So it has to be north of here, but we can just put it here, I guess. All right, we do need to add the initiative card itself, so let's go ahead and do that. Casicle 1 through 3. I'll go ahead and remove the time tokens because they don't matter anymore. And we'll shuffle the initiative track. Jazara, you get to go first. What's your perception? 2. Alright, well, we'll get 3 stamina. We'll spend 2 to move. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll spend 3 stamina to do the Abyss reaching back. And Casicle gets to make a conviction. I'll roll just this. 13. 12. It fails. It's going to take its combat dice and damage. 13. And become rooted. Here you go. And then that's it for Jazara. Goes to Rook. Rook will heal 2 damage with that stamina point, then gain 4 stamina. And then spend 2 stamina to go ahead and do an empowered attack, or empowered courage stifle on that Casicle. 15. And explodes. Unique loot. Alright, so we need to take all of these, stack them on this, and then hit shuffle and take the top. Alright, Mirror to the Inner Demon. Exhaust. Before casting a spell, if the value on each conviction die rolled by a target of the spell is less than your perception, in addition to the normal effects of failing this conviction check, they are dealt a purple die of magic damage. To see your aspirations command the mental puppets of impure desire, you must first be able to truly see yourself. So this was Rook who got it. So Rook's presence is 4. If the value on each, so the key word is each conviction die. That being said, eventually the minimum die result on a conviction die will become 5. So this will eventually kind of get, it'll eventually wear out its welcome. The highest presence we can possibly sport right now is 7. If we were to use the spirit items we have. And the 2 people that have the highest conviction right now are Damocles, which he can't really equip anything right now, though it would actually go well with that condemned effect. And Nightingale, who also doesn't use any conviction-based abilities. Justice only has 2 presence. Now, there is a promo card that gives... Yeah, where you can, when you flip this, it becomes, you can make yourself 7 on presence as well. Which then, if at 7 presence, then it becomes a situation where it's a 1 in 3 on a blue die for it to botch it. But for that, but still, even for that to happen, if the value on each conviction die rolled by the spell, so it wouldn't be 1 in 3, it would be 1 in 9 in that situation, because you would have to have both dice roll the same result. It's still interesting. It's just it's kind of designed for early game. But we got it, so it's better than nothing. Clearing out the wandering stuff. We've actually got out a lot of it, like a lot of it. Let me go ahead and take these out for now before I forget. I think that's all of it. Wandering, 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 wandering. I do appreciate that they kind of have varying levels of power to them. It also just gives a lot more randomness to the encounters, because otherwise it will just be a situation where you eventually just clear out the entire unique deck if you're lucky enough or thorough enough. Alright, Cave Sickle's dead. Don't need to worry about it anymore. We have 14 loot cards left. Rook has 2 stamina left. We'll go ahead and spend a stamina to move. We'll go, let's see, he can go 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 to here, and that'll be it. Alright, goes to Earthloa. It's going to go 1, 2, and try to go 3, 4 to here. It has to make a jump to make this. It does. Alright, it's going to go ahead and take a swing at Justice. Justice is going to go ahead and pop a dodge using the quiver. Alright, that puts her up to 13, and it'll be at -1 because of the terrain. It misses. Alright, cool. Goes to Damocles. No luck with Damocles. He'll get some stamina and then just hang out. Doing his thing. Goes to Nightingale. Sorry for all the zooming. 4 stamina. Could have done a Doom Break. I probably should have, but that's okay. You know what? Before a turn starts, I'll do Doom Break. There you go. So I'll do that and then refresh. So she'll be up to 5, spend 1 to move. She's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to here. She can shoot this Earthlow and bypass its hindering terrain, which I'm going to do right now. No modifiers because I did move, so I'll go ahead and empower this. Precise Strike. I'll use Intervention and reroll all of the dice. Also, this should refresh. Alright, I'll use Kill the Messenger to change this 4 into a 9. Alright, so we're 17 versus 12. So 5, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. This thing has 5 armor, so it does 20 damage. I'll then do an Empowered Quick Blow. 17, so 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, does 14 damage. And that's about all she can pump out. I could do Murder Circus, but that is not worth the effort. We'll go ahead and go to Justice. She'll get 4 stamina. So I believe down here we have Fragors and I think a Blight down there. So I do need to go down there and start exploding things, but I think I'm going to go ahead and just focus on finishing up what's here. I'll go Gore Shot. And I'll do Wand of Coiled Fragments. And I'll empower it. I'll take the 8, add 1 to it, so 9, be 15. Fails, I'll do 2 damage and kill it. And I'll use Ring of Blood to heal back to full. Okay, that's Earthlow off the board. 10 gold. So we have an item loot and the monster loot still. Alright, Justice will spend a stamina to move. For right now, I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. I'll see about doing the blue totem stuff next round. Goes to Remy. Remy will go to full stamina and then spin 1 to move. She'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with a jump. With Rook's help. That is more than enough. So 7, 9, 11 with this step here. And then we can go all the way to here with all of our stamina. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, sorry, I was further away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, so that was exactly enough movement. Okay, and I did make the jump. The DC was 14, and I rolled an 11 plus 12. All right, end of round. We'll go ahead and shuffle. All right, goes to Nightingale. We could have Nightingale also trigger everything. She'll go to max stamina, but I think I want her to go and get loot. Spend stamina. She'll spend 1 stamina to move. She'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 6, 8, 10, 12. And then take a step with the Architect to there, and then spend a stamina to loot this. It is the blue loot token. 5 gold and 2 mundane consumables. 3, 5, 7. I'll just shuffle and then I'll draw until I get mundane. That is uncommon, that's mundane, that's common, that's common, that's mundane. Alright, we got drugs. We got the Sickle Remedy Applicator. This is the one where you can spend a stamina and heal X, where X is equal to the roll of one of your equipped combat dice. Nice. And we have a Juice Box, which is also nice. We can do a re-equip. I'm not going to. But she is all... She at least got some of the consumables out of circulation, which is good. Alright. That is it for Nightingale. All the places where I was on the edge, it was in the corners, so I didn't have line of sight of anything, so I should be good. Goes to Remy. She'll get 4 stamina. I'll spend 1 to do Shady Training. To move here, and then I'll loot. Green, which is probably trapped. 10 gold and a mundane consumable. 3, 6, 7. Alright, we'll hit shuffle and then keep drawing until we get mundane. Juice box. You know what? We'll bring out the juice box. Honestly, the upgrade to juice box is actually kind of nice. It is keeping up with the... I don't know if it's keeping up with the damage, but you definitely notice the difference between it healing 3 and now healing 5. And obviously, once we get to rare, it'll heal 6. I haven't moved yet, so I'll spend a stamina to move at this point. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do a jump to 6, 7 there. We pass the jump. Okay, goes to Damocles. He ain't doing shit. Justice. You're at maximum power. Alright, this is your shot. Let's see if we can make this work. We'll spend 2 stamina to start Bring the Shadows. And we'll move here, which will make it so we have line of sight of that blue totem. And we'll see what we can make happen there. Blue totem. A Blighted Guardian stands flanked by multiple Fragors. Spawn a Blighted Guardian on the space this totem occupied, then spawn 3 Fragors on any occupied normal terrain spaces adjacent to the Blighted Guardian. Alright, so we get Blighted Guardian again, and then we'll need to grab some Fragors. Alright. So we need to get these spells off before the Fragors start spitting out bulbs, else things are going to become a little complicated for Justice there. I mean, granted, if they're spitting out things, it's going to be the end of her anyway. 3 Fragors. Alright, key thing is we don't want to be adjacent to the Blight when we're done with this. But we can also, if the Fragors somehow survive, we can use the explosions to try to finish off the Blight. Okay, so we're spending 2 stamina. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. I think I'll actually go here just in case something does go wrong. Alright, so with that, I started blasting. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do a... Just seeing what I have stamina for. I can't do Empowered, so wait, yeah, we'll do Wand of Coiled Fragments and just roll all 3 dice. Alright, I'll take the 8, so it's 14. Blighted Guardian first. That's 13, just barely a fail. Fail for first Fragor. Fail for second. I'll force it to reroll on the last one. Okay, all of them fail. I'll roll this red die. I'll reroll with the hindsight. Thank you. 9 damage. That's a number. All of them have been darkness. I'm not going to put it out because I'm hoping to kill all of them. I'll spend 2 stamina to go ahead and activate temporal cavitation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which thankfully I'm out of range. I didn't check that when I did my positioning. 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes out to SOI, right? Yeah, my SOI is 4. Okay. So I roll individually for each of these. I'll start with the Blighted Guardian. 7 damage. First Fragor. 4 damage. Second Fragor. 9 damage, dead. Third Fragor. 7, which is also dead. Boop. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and spend a stamina to do Life Grasp. No power. We're just going to roll this and hope for the best. Alright, that is 14. Or not, sorry, that's not 14. That's 13. I will go ahead and take 6 damage. So they'll go up to 19. I'll roll for the Fragor first. Alright, that is 12 versus 19, so it takes 7 damage and dies. Fragors are dealt with. Loot card. 10 gold. 377. Okay. Then the Blighted Guardian. 15. So I had 19 versus 15, so it takes 4 damage. I will use Ring of Blood to heal for 2. And looks like I'm hitting my limit here. Alright, so I'll go ahead and do Gore Shot. I'll target the Blighted Guardian. 14. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get kill here. I'll be a few points short. Alright, I'll take another 2 damage. Unfortunately, at this point, I think I'll just let it go. I'm not going to take any additional damage because I can't get kill anyway. Alright, which unfortunately means Blighted Guardian goes. It's going to go ahead and attempt to paralyze. So it's going to roll a casting die. 9. I don't have any way of reroll. Oh, I can. I'll reroll with the magical leather dress. Oh, you bitch. Alright, we're paralyzed. Oh my god. Oh, actually, no, I have a... I should have done intervention first. Oh well, I'll intervention. Okay, I resist the paralyze. Alright, can it move and attack an opponent? Yes. So it's going to go ahead and move up and attack. I'll attempt to dodge with a quiver. I don't have any rerolls left. Oh, actually, I do have a reroll left. Don't need it. I'm at 14, -1 because... oh, actually, this guy's darkness, so I might as well note that. So he has -2 to this attack because of hindering and darkness, and I'm at 14. And it misses. Oh my gosh. Like I said, I really like this build with Justice. I like the Shadow of the Hedgehog build is amazing. So I'm definitely going to try to have as much fun with this as possible. Anyone that's familiar with Act 1 knows why. So that's it for Blight. Goes to Jazara. Jazara really doesn't have much left to do. He'll get 3 stamina, and I think he's just going to hang out. Goes to Rook. I'll go ahead and heal a damage for Sentient Bodysuit, and then go to max stamina. And then we'll go ahead and spend a stamina to move. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 6, 8, 10. And I do have line of sight, and it's well within range. So I'll go ahead and make a casting check. We're going to go ahead and do Courage Stifle here. Before I do that, though, I will give Intervention to Justice, because she deserves it. And, yeah, I'll go ahead and do Courage Stifle. We'll empower it. 15. Fails. It's going to take, well, plenty of damage. At least 10 right now. So that'll kill the Blighted Guardian. We'll draw loot. 7 gold. 384. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this. We have 11 loot cards remaining, and we still have encounters left. Okay, that is it for Rook. Goes to new round. No urgency to worry about. Jazara's hanging out. Rook is going to go ahead and take this opportunity to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and give Intervention to Nightingale. Also, I'll heal 1 damage with Sentient Bodysuit. And then I will let Remy... Do I want Remy to loot this? Or Rook? I guess it'll have to be Rook. We only have 1 slot on each of these characters. So yeah, I'll have Rook move down and loot the thing. And we'll see what we get. Yellow. A barrage of darts shoot out. All figures on or within range 3 must make a strength 10 check. If they fail, they are overcome by the toxin and dealt irreducible damage and become paralyzed. Range 3 is unfortunately Justice. Aww. Alright, we'll start with Justice. She has a strength of 1, so I need to roll 9. I'll re-roll using Forebode, because this is a skill check. I'll re-roll using Intervention. Alright, we're taking a purple of irreducible damage. Let me go ahead and roll for Rook. He passes. Alright, irreducible damage and paralyzed. It's going to do, looks like 6. Alright. That happened. Okay, so that's gone. It's still Rook's turn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 stamina to go ahead and heal Justice to full, using 2 heal tokens. And then I'm going to take 6 damage to get a heal token back. And then that is it on that front. I'll go ahead and have Damocles move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'll put you at that. Yeah. Okay. Technically, we would get an urgency if we were playing with it. I'll go ahead and note it just to show what's happening with it. Damocles, I'll have go. I'm not going to worry about Jazara. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll cost him another stamina. Okay. Goes to Justice, who's paralyzed. No worries on that front. Alright. Goes to Remy, who is just going to hang out. We can go ahead and just put her down here at least. Goes to Nightingale, who I'm just going to put, I don't know, over here. Actually, I will put you all the way over there. Why not? So I'll put you like that. just going to speed run this. Rook is going to heal for 1. He'll take another 6 for another heal token to get back up to 4. Gain 4 stamina. We'll go ahead and use this to put an intervention on Justice again. And then we'll get another urgency. Shuffle the thing. Goes to Rook. I'll spend 4 stamina to heal 5. Then give an intervention to Damocles. Then pass everyone's turn, so I'll have 4 stamina. Technically, this would be the last urgency. Goes to Rook's turn. He'll heal for 5. And then somebody will go to the exit. It doesn't really matter who at this point. I'm just thinking about whether or not to pass the mirror over. But honestly, like I said, it's not worth it because our presence is only 2. Yeah, there's no way to make it work. All right. So yeah, somebody will step through and finish things off. And we should be in good shape. Actually, one thing I will do is I will have I'll have Rook move down on his turn. Justice will go ahead and grab the mirror, just so he has 2 slots open, and then they can go through the exit. All right. So with all that taken care of, everyone gets an experience point. This is fantastic because this means that Justice can get fortune telling once she gets out of here. Which will not only give her a way to manipulate her dice even further, but also she'll be able to re-roll her casting checks, even her black die. So that will hopefully maximize her consistency for a while. I do need to get her Nirvana's Mark eventually, because that would essentially free up a relic slot for her. But I think what she has is actually kind of okay. All right, so yeah, we went through all that, got the experience point. We'll be going to Through the Rubble next, which is yet another batch of destruction. And it even starts with some dynamite on it. All right, so with all that said and done, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Sorry if I made any mistakes, but I've been having actually a blast with this. Like I said when I started playing this again, is compared to Inopportune Tip, it's nice to actually have a team that's all situated. That being said, we still have difficulties. Like obviously the bad luck and bad rolls can definitely set you back quite a bit. But I really like how it's been flushing out, and even on times when we're doing well, I still end up using items, so that's generally a good sign that things are at least still somewhat difficult. So yeah, it's not too shabby. All right, I'll go ahead and call it here. I'm the Depressed Eeyore. This was Middara, Unintentional Malum Act 1, and on Tabletop Simulator, and I'll see you guys next time.